I want to take this opportunity to thank everybody who visits our website of Yeak Uganda, an NGO based in Uganda, working with youth and children, especially those who are vulnerable. I'm Mbaziira Musah, the Chief Executive Officer of Yeak Uganda, an NGO that is registered with the Government of the Republic of Uganda in East Africa. I'm also a politician working with KCCA, representing people of Kabowa Parish, a community, a city suburb in Kampala City, the capital city of Uganda in East Africa. I'm educated with a bachelor's degree in public administration, a postgraduate diploma in public administration and management, and also a diploma in law. I happen to be the Chief Executive Officer of Yeak Uganda, which is a youth-based NGO that is working to improve the well-being of all youth and children in Uganda, especially in the community of Kabowa Rubaga Division, which organization was started in 2006 by youth and community people of Kabowa to help in educating children, help in giving scholastic materials to children, as well as helping in entrepreneurial skills training to all youth to help them sustain and start their own businesses. It is so unfortunate that wherever donors come to Uganda and to Africa in general, they target up countries, they target districts which are outside, which are far from capital cities. But indeed, it should be taken on note, or it should be considered that in many of the suburbs in capital cities, people are facing a lot of problems. Our community that we cover takes almost 70,000 people, and there is a lot of congestion. It is a slum area in Kampala, and if you see the situation that is in Kampala and in these suburbs of Kabowa, you may find that the problems we are facing are more than even those ones in the villages. When donors come to Uganda, for them they focus people in the villages, but for them they get what to eat for free, they get shelter for free and everything. But in Kampala and in all city suburbs in all African countries, for us we pay for rent, we pay for food and everything, even water. Some of the people doesn't get even what to eat. They earn less than $1 a day. Their children don't go to school, they are at home. They don't have shelters, they live in thatched houses, houses of dogs, houses of goats. We have problems of drainages. When it rains for us. People sleep with water for more than a week, more than a month. In these city suburbs where you find that these children are in scrap, they don't go to school. At the end of the day, these children are not useful to the nation, to our community, and they turn into hooligans, a problem to our nation. It's true that Uganda government introduced what we call universal primary education, which they call free. But in Uganda actually is not universal and it is not free. People pay for their children, and in primary they pay up to 100,000 shillings. That is more than $50, and they can't pay for that, because if someone earns less than $1 a day, they can't pay $50 in a term. And in our community in particular, we only have one school, one primary school, which one primary school can't accommodate the 70,000 people. In Uganda we have now more than 40 million, and only in our community we have more than 70,000 people. And by the end of this year, there will be even more than 80,000 people. So this is a densely populated area that needs at least some 3 schools, but we don't even have a hospital. We have no secondary school. We have only primary school. It is called Kabowa, Church of Uganda Primary School, which can't accommodate all these children. And that's why every time it is like a weekend, children are at home, they are not at school because of the low incomes of their parents. We as an NGO, we only afford those ones we can. Every January of the calendar year, we register more than 300 children who apply for our bursaries and scholarships, but we can only afford only 42 every January. That means more than 258 children remain unanswered, and this is why we have come up to ask for any help from anybody who can at least give a hand. If you don't have any coin, you can give us materials, you can give us books, you can give us caps, you can give us shoes, you can send us uniforms, and we will be happy to receive them. You can be having knowledge. You can even come to volunteer with us, and many other assistance that you can give us as a community. We humbly ask you for your help, ask you for your favor, and in any way, you can come and visit us first before you do anything. You can come and visit our community. We can authoritatively give you accommodation, and you see what is happening in our community, because we are leaders in the community, we are leaders in the government, and we can help you to come and see what is happening so that you can go and tell others to help us. Another issue is about the failure to get water, the problem of diseases because of the congestion of the people, because it is those 7,000 people are in just in 3 acres of land. So I've been forced to present this documentary to inform them, to tell them the problems we are facing. Parents are poor. They can't afford to get clothing for their children. I faced this when I was looking for votes just in the previous elections, and I've got this task to inform and get the world to know what is really happening in Uganda and in some of the African suburbs of their capital cities. We help children to get clothing, we help children to get scholastic materials. And these scholastic materials, I'm talking about books, I'm talking about pens, I'm talking about geometry sets, I'm talking about shoes, I'm talking about stockings, I'm talking about uniforms, I'm talking about pads, sanitary pads for children who are girls, because they use clothes and which are dirty, they bring cancer and so many other diseases. We started a project of vocational training, a hands-on skills training program. Because Yeak has been training and has been giving school fees to children since 2006. So our beneficiaries have been going looking for jobs, because in Uganda we lack jobs. So because these people have been getting out of schools and they have nothing to do, we started this program of vocational skills training. So we train them tailoring, hairdressing, to prepare them to be job makers than job seekers, to start their own businesses. Because in Africa, not like in other countries, the government looks at their people as a resource. But in Africa it is very different. Every person looks at himself and prepares himself. We help them through talent promotion. We help those who have talents. For example, in film acting, we have started a media film acting project called 101 Media Group and Sugar Films, and they are training these children how to act. And so far, one film has been produced. It is called The House, and it will be on market by the end of August. We do help them, those ones who have talents in music, and we help them to record their songs. We help those ones who know football, because we started also that project of Yeak Sports Outreach to help them to improve their talent to see how they can use their talent to maneuver in this world which is so hard. We also have another project of art and craft where we do art clothes, where we do baskets, where we do shoes, where we do everything in art and craft. And this is one of the biggest projects that has been giving us incomes to help us educate these children, as we have been telling you. And we call upon those who can help us. 1, to market our art and craft. 2, to help us with gadgets of improving these projects, like the film industry, the music industry, and the football, all requirements and materials that can be used under these projects to help us improve the talents of these young children to start their own businesses. We seek partnership with any company, any individual, anybody who is willing to know and to help children in Uganda. We are able, we can show accountability, we can show what we can do, and everything. We have done it for now 10 years, and we know what to do. This is a community organization that is under the mandate of a community. I take the opportunity to inform the world that we earn in our incomes, 1, through our own projects like that art and craft, 2, through our friends in Uganda like Musah's Enterprises, Muhammadu Groups, and other companies that have been financing the projects of children in Uganda, through schools like Vienna High School and other schools which have been partners within this project, through friends from abroad who have been giving us a pin of money, because we can pay school fees for these children. Only $45 can educate a child in 1 term. That means just $100 can educate a child in 2 terms. So we pray that if anybody looks at this video, please give a hand. We have partners who have been helping us, like the Uganda government, Kampala Capital City Authority, Red Cross Uganda, National Environment Management Authority, Crods Foundation in Hong Kong, German Corporation in Germany, AIDS Information Center, Street Life Foundation, Forum for Women in Democracy, and so many other organizations who have been partners in helping the projects of Yeak Uganda. We appeal to you that whatever is given to us will be used as budgeted, and accountability will be given to our funders as we have been doing. Indeed, we pray that God gives you power, God gives you wisdom, God gives you whatever it takes to see that we need it. We call upon volunteers who can help us, who can come and join us, as we had volunteers last year. We thank them. Kamali from US, Dan from US. We thank you so much, and we hope to do the best of what we can do. Thank you so much.